Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for the OPTC video, and in today's video is day 2 of the grandest party of them all, season 36. And in today's video, we're going to dive in without using a leader. So with the rule set, obviously we need to bring Logia or Zoan type leaders to get massive buffs to quick, dex, driven strikers, and then obviously the entire team. You also get a minus 40% GP burst reduction, as well as an extra burst. Now, today we're going to use INT Luffy. INT Luffy obviously ruled Grand Party for so damn long until they started introducing this whole new tag system, where if you have the tags, then you are going to get massive buffs. Now, obviously, Wipe It Ace, Kizaru especially, those two are the ones that are going to get most of the buffs, but there aren't a lot of Logia leaders. Like, you got like Blackbeards, I guess, can work. You have Aces, obviously. But other than literally Wipe It Ace and Kizaru, no one really stands out. But if you guys want to see someone, let me know in the comment section below. Today, we're going to see how impactful these bursts are and take the old school goat into the content. Today, if you enjoyed the video, build a like button, hit the subscribe button, do that good stuff. With that said, let's dive in. Alright, so Sundays are family days, so I don't want to take too long on this video. I might do some skips, I might do some fun stuff there. And we're definitely not going to be taking on characters like Wipe It Ace. Basically anyone that has a leader skill that is boosted on the rule set, like, we're just not taking them on today. Like, it's just not going to happen. So, we're going to take on Kaido build. Kaido obviously very, very strong in GP as well. If he was part of the rule set, being a mythical Zoan, just like Luffy, he would be a lot better, but the fact that it's just a Zoan tag, and it's not Mythical Zoan or any type of Zoan, means that characters like G5 Luffy's, like Kaido's, like Yamato's, even any of the Kaido pirates, really, the beast pirates, they all suffer from being either Ancient Zoan or Mythical Zoan users. So, unfortunately, we don't get the buffs, and look, fortunately, neither do they. But, like, Kaido this season, if he had the buffs, would be crazy, because he buffs Driven, he buffs Powerhouse, he buffs Quick, he buffs Dex. He would just be absolutely perfect for this particular season. So, I don't know why they just didn't make it all Zoan characters, being like Mythical Zoan and Ancient Zoan, because like, if you go into the tag system and click on, I'm just going to skip this is game. If you click on the tag system and you click on Zoan, like, all you really have there is Lucci's and Choppers. Like, there's really not that much else. You got Chopper, Lucci, and you've got Kaku. That's, like I'm literally telling you, there is no other option when it comes to the regular Zoan class. Obviously, if Dalton and you have, like you gotta say, oh, stop it, what about Pell? Like, no, it's just not happening for poor old Pell, mate. Like, I'm sorry to tell you. So, as you can see there, we got the dub pretty easily with the shooter team. The upside to Luffy, in Luffy's, he buffs fighter characters, and the INT team has a lot of fighters, stuff like S-Snake, Lulu, Khalifa. It works really, really nicely. Taking a Kaido burst this early is not a problem. It means that we get our burst. I don't want to send the burst their way, because if we do, it means that they're just going to charge the burst count up. So I will use this strategically. Now, I did manage to pull the new Alpha PvP Rare Recruit. The only reason I summoned for Alpha is because I have Garling. If you don't have Garling, don't waste your time with Alpha. It's definitely not worth it. So, Rise of Shinobu action binding's problem. Okay, beautiful. The in-team is pretty weak to action binding, so that actually worked pretty well in our favor. We get a confusion off. Yes, perfect. Getting the confusion on, hang on. Okay, let's do this then. Let's just quickly sneak our burst in before the enemy pops off theirs. Beautiful. See you later. Now, when they use their burst, sure, we might lose a character or two here. Ooh, and there's the forced out. Yep. But now we're going to throw back damage, and we should pretty much just win with this Roger Religuan special, I would imagine. 17 attack should still be good enough. Perfect. Beautiful stuff. So, look, in Luffy can definitely work, but I would highly recommend not taking on characters that have some sort of buff, because all those extra stats are very, very vital. Bruh, all I'm finding now is bloody Kizaru lead. So, finally managed to find a lead that wasn't Kizaru, which is fantastic. However, it is obviously a mirror match with Luffy. So let's dive in, see how we go. I don't like doing mirror matches. They're just not fun. But look, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And like I said, I'm definitely not taking on Kizaru. Like, I would consider taking on the Sabo, but even still, like, the extra stats is just so scary. I don't like this. This is just a straight mirror match. Except they obviously have Kuma and they have Esper, where we have Kuzan and Khalifa. Ugh, not ideal. Not ideal at all. The upside is we both don't have the extra buff, so that's always fun. Of course, you're going to go first. Yep, sick. Oh, that snake still went. That's great. Who are you going to confuse? Okay, confusing Kuma is actually really, really good. Stopping Kuma is perfect. Just don't kill Kuma. Okay, very nice. Ideally, we just want to stop the Kuma special. Confusion really doesn't do too much. Okay, beautiful. Kuma special's gone now. Love that for us. We have our super special of Lulu, but so do they. So, like, this Lulu super special is definitely going to hurt. We might just need to pop a burst to win this fight. Oh, no, never mind. We've lost. Honestly, I'm just going to take the L. I take the L because, like, they got Lulu coming in, and I don't know what level their Lulu is, but if their Lulu is 150, yeah, no, thank you. Look, we'll take the L. Sucks, but look, shooters versus shooters. It is what it is. Is this gonna be? Ugh. Bro, I hate mirror matches. This is just so frustrating. Okay. Well, just want to come down to the wire. Sus as Noppy as well. Actually, I didn't even put two and two together, seeing that it was Noppy. But again, this is why you can use INT Luffy. Like he definitely still will work. If you guys don't want to invest in other teams or you don't want to invest in other leaders, you definitely still can use him. I wouldn't recommend it. I would try and go for, like I said, Kizaru is the big one. But hey, at the end of the day, you do you. Wiping an Ace, obviously very, very good. But Kizaru, if you put Kizaru, like I would just run Kizaru, man. He makes his game mode this season just like so much easier. All right, Blackbeard's gonna roll us back. Obviously, we didn't bring Blackbeard on our INT team. I think like Blackbeard's fallen off a little bit when it comes to the prowess of INT team. I think there's just better characters nowadays. Okay, we got some half stats, which is frustrating. Take some more half stats, which is frustrating. But we do have the super special now, which is cool. Yeah, it's not enough damage. Okay, Luffy loses his shield. See what we can do with the that's bad timing. Ugh. See what we can do with this confusion. If we hit like a majority of the team, like we should be back on. Roger Gaban should hit fairly hard here too. Seeing as we are below a certain threshold, but there's a barrier actually. So their defense is just too strong now. We did kill Blackbeard, which is great, but then they just have Luffy coming in at the back end. Never ideal. Big Mom Katakuri have the super special ready, which is terrifying. I think once Luffy goes, we might just pop a burst here. Yeah, I think we just do it. We just do it. If they send a burst and beat us, look, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We do have the special of the death shot of Roger Gaban in our back pocket as well. So like, if they pop off with a burst now, it's not the end of the world. This super special is something I did want to avoid though. Oof. I'm definitely not using two bursts to win this fight though. That's not happening. Okay. Nice confusion tactics. Okay, we should win now. The fact that we've confused them, like, Roger Gaban should just kill with his death shot. Ideally, we don't want to be half stats, but at the end of the day, like, can't do too much about that. Okay, I wouldn't mind them bursting now. That'd be swell. You want to burst here, Luffy? That'd be fine. Okay, that's fine. Take the dub. They'll throw their burst pretty much instantly, and then we'll have our burst ready to go for the back end of the this next fight. Should be pretty smooth sailing since we are running the strength team. However, they are running the INT team, so this is where their Luffers is too, right? Yamato has death shot. Sabo has shenanigans. Waifus have even more shenanigans. It's Noppy, so he's probably got his waifus maxed out. Whoosh. We'll see how we go. As for free spirits, we only have the waifus. They are immune to forced out, so this is not going to hurt them in terms of like forced outs. Puts Luffy in a really good position though. Now we just have to be careful of Sabo. Because Sabo will happily just bink one character, give the haste to Luffy. Sorry, not Luffy, S-Hawk, and then do some crazy shenanigans there. Come on, waifus. Come on, waifus. Perfect. Can you confuse the waifus, please? Damn, didn't get them. Screw it. The only reason I'm using this is to try and kill S-Hawk. Oh, we didn't kill him. Look how close he is to dying, though. It's unfortunate. Now Yamato's going to kill characters too. Yeah, like, we lose. This is an L. This is an L. Let's quickly dive back in. Let's try. Like, I'll try and find a non-mirror match because, like I said, mirror matches, they suck. But again, this is why you can use INT Luffy. Alright, so we don't really need to see 4 matches from INT Luffy. So let's just quickly skip this and we'll get into the final match. Because, yeah, like I said, just taking that Luffy burst and having mirror match shooters, yeah, I should have paid more attention to that. Seeing as that we're not really going in with the whole concept of, this is the best leader, you should try this. This is literally just, hey, if you guys are struggling and you have INT Luffy, like, he's still going to work quite well for you. So, let's just quickly do this. Let's find final match. I'll try and find, like a better opposition for us, so it's actually interesting to watch. But, yeah, second win for the video in the back. Alright, so we're going to wrap it up with Roger Rayleigh Gaban. Something that I just realized too, actually, is that Straw Hat Crew V2 is actually a Zoan type, because they have Chopper, right? So, if you guys do have the original V2 Straw Hats, like, I'm talking more towards mid-level players, I guess, because if you're an endgame player, like, you're going to have access to some of the better characters in the game. But at the same time, like, if you have invested in the Straw Hat Crew, you could easily just build a Strength, Dex, and Quick team. And Dex and Quick getting buffed. You could run Powerhouse, you could run Driven. Dex obviously have a lot of Driven characters on the team, so you could easily do some fun stuff with Straw Hat Crew V2 as a leader. I actually might run them tomorrow. Like, that might be my day 3 sorted, just for funsies. So I ran Strength here first, just because I saw there was a Dex team in the front. And I thought, hey, look, let's just play to our strengths here, take the W, and go from there. If we got Kuma, Kuma's pretty much going to wipe the board. So from here, this is going to be an absolute shellacking. But yes, as you can see, INT Luffy still has one of the best bursts in the game. His buffs, even without all the buffs and stuff, is still absolutely devastating. The downside to him, obviously being a mythical Zoan, is that you're just not getting the extra burst charges, you're not getting the extra buffs and all that fun stuff. But like I said, he still can be used. You definitely still can run him if you guys are struggling with putting some other teams together. Like I said, if you're more of a mid-game player, you don't have a lot of Rumble Scrolls, you haven't really invested in many other teams, you can just, like I said, throw together INT Luffy and just be very, very careful what you're going up against. Like I said, you want to avoid Kizaru, you want to avoid Whitebeard and Ace. If you can't avoid them, then that makes it a bit challenging, but at the same time, look, once you get to the end of Grand Party, you're not going to have a choice, so. Alright, rounding this out. If we get the GP burst, we basically win. I'm just going to skip this. Like I said, this is family day, so I really have to go, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so we had to deal with 2 bursts. Can't really change too much there, but we'll see how this final fight goes. It was a bit of a mirror match situation there too as well, which kind of sucks. Alright, so just gonna wrap it up with this last fight. The thing with INT G5 Luffy, like I've been saying, like he's still usable. Like I said, I would definitely opt to using like Kizaru, Whitebeard, Ace if you have them. However, like you can definitely get by with using Luffy. And the best way to do that is to sort of have a very good team first. Have a sacrificial lamb team in the second slot, take some bursts if you need to, and then have your burst ready to go for the back end of the fight. And this is probably going to be, I'm hoping this will be a prime example of what you need to do with Luffy. Have like either shooters first, strength first, really, really strong team. Hell, you can run INT first, whichever your strongest team is and like the best positioning, go for that, and then you can kind of backtrack towards the back end and just use like a double burst situation. I don't really see shooters losing this particular fight. Like, I think we have way too much firepower, way too much damage output, and way too much cheeky nerfing. On top of that, see ya. Okay, goodbye. My Lulu is actually level in rank 5, so my Lulu will be hitting powerhouse characters incredibly hard. So let's do this. If they throw damage back at us some way, we're gonna have the other burst ready to go. Pizarro was on the bench too, so we had some forced out shenanigans, and now we basically just win. So apologies for the scuff videos when it comes to family time. Look, I try and get as much out as I can. daily, but sometimes it can be pretty challenging with time schedules and stuff like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do that good stuff. Most importantly, with you guys on this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!